Yo, what up, though? It's your man J.Johnson, a.k.a. the tinfoil hat titan, a.k.a. the conspiracy realist, a.k.a. the technology snob, Steve Jobs Jr. Don't text me with your green bubbles, a.k.a. I only debate my equals, everybody else I teach. Also known as Juice, because all the hoes say J.U. Ice, Young Caesar, because you know you can't roam without me. Mr. If you don't like me, fight me. I got kicked out of Noah's Ark because they couldn't find another animal just like me, a.k.a. the podcast whisperer, the Cohiba smoker, 1738 sipper. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. What up?
I fucking hate 1738. That shit is harsh, my nigga. I can't drink that shit.
I'm gonna find me a new host for the podcast.
Yeah, I hate that shit. And it's your man Dame Gone Wild, the pride of PA, the West Side landlord, High Chief Dame Don't Fuck Around, the liquor store legend, the corner store conquistador, your mama's favorite dame, and a David Ruffin of the Shop Talk Podcast. You're welcome.
Welcome back, Shop Talk Podcast, episode 87.
I thought, yeah, because we dropped a two episodes last week.
Surprise, motherfucker. Episode last week.
I felt like I hurt your feelings with that 1738 comment.
No, that shit is disrespectful, fam.
That shit tastes like trash. Fucking trash. If I drink that shit, I'm gonna throw.
What's a good cognac you drink?
I don't really fuck with cognac.
Oh, so Hennessy is the top of the line for you?
No, I don't. I'm really not a big like Hennessy drink. Like I drink this shit, but like.
Oh, so your taste buds need to grow up a little bit.
Nah, man. I like whiskey. I drink Jack Daniels.
Okay.
That JD is my nigga.
All right.
I will get. We saw on your birthday. I'll get trashed off of Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
Cognac. I like rum, Agnostra. You know, open up your palate.
You ever had some Louis XIII?
No, I'm not interested.
Man,
like
that shit is excellent. I understand why. It do cost way too much. But
yeah,
that shit is excellent. 1738 is the best cognac that you can get for the money. It's like the best bank. It's like the VSOP.
You know what? No. I take that back. It's the other one out. I'm thinking of one in the stupid ass bottle, Dussy. Douce. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, that's niggas.
I don't like
Douce.
Douce.
Niggas try to put some black power shit up.
Yeah, so let me reel that one back in. I'll fuck with 1730. I was thinking of the bottle.
Okay.
And I was like, no, that's that funny. No, that funny shaped shit is that Douce. I don't fuck with Douce. Now I will drink 1738. So let me walk that statement back.
Yeah, you know, all of our Tidal subscribers are drinking. They listen to the music on Tidal, drinking Douce right now.
I don't fucking like Douce, man.
Yeah, it's just funny how when
Dussy,
when a certain artist or a brand get behind a product, niggas swear that shit good as fuck.
I'm straight.
Like, y'all niggas fronting. Why don't y'all be real? Like y'all niggas are tag team. Y'all teaming on this man.
Yeah, because I don't care if it's puffy shit. I fucking despise Ciroc, and I will not drink that shit.
Like, I mean, how Nas said, clear liquors, y'all niggas are sex. Like that shit really not for men.
Nah. I'll drink some Patron though.
Dark liquor, man.
Give me that shit ice cold. But like Ciroc gave me some beer, gave me like the beer goggles one time. So my homegirl had a birthday party and she had her cousin there. Her cousin is fucking hideous. One of the top 10 ugliest women I've ever seen in my life. But like nigga, after the signature drink that night was like Ciroc and lemonade. Shit was like $2. So after like 10 of them bitches, she was starting to look straight.
No, I can't front. I used to drink Ciroc a lot. I mean, because that shit was that's what was available. And Ciroc is responsible for the single worst day of my life.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'd never put that shit out there.
Well, it's 2 single days that are 2 days that are literally been the worst days of my life. There's 2 different ones, possibly 3 now, but 2 specifically that had lasting impacts. And alcohol and specifically Ciroc was involved in both of them.
Can't drink that puffy juice.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that.
So what up, man? How was your week, brother?
Week was cool, man. No, everything straight for the most part. I ain't got no complaints. Nothing bad, nothing terrible happened. Nothing bad. Nothing, great happened either. I just made it. I'm happy to be alive, man. Every day above ground is a good day for me. And every day I don't have an interaction with the police or got to go to court, then I'm celebrating.
Yeah, man. I was down at 36th District this week, man. I went down there with my brother for some shit, and you know, you can't take no phones in that bitch. You can't take like nothing in that bitch.
Yeah.
I was coming from work, so I had like my little access card, the little swiper.
Oh no,
joint,
they taking that shit.
the little bungee shit.
Yeah, they
was
taking
like,
that
you
shit.
can't come in here with this. I'm like, you think I'm about to strangle somebody with this bitch, or like
You can't come in with that shit. You
I
gotta
can strangle somebody with my fucking belt?
throw it away.
That shit irritated the fuck out of me because you know how hard it is to find one of them little.
Yeah.
them little
That
so
shit happened to me at Friends of the Court. They was like, it's either that or walk back to the fucking car. And I was like, well, fuck it. I just had to toss the bitch.
So I went outside and hit that bitch in the snow.
Was it there when you got back?
Hell, fuck it.
Okay.
In the snow by the garbage can. But I outsmarted them bitches because I had my earpods and I also had my Apple Watch. So I was still able to make phone calls and texts and all that shit in that bitch. So shout out to them.
You feel like you got over?
I did because my brother had to call me because I let him out first and then I came in later after I parked and I couldn't find the nigga. I'm walking around through all the different buildings and he got somebody's cell phone to call me and shit. And I was able to answer, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I did though. So hopefully they don't stop letting niggas in their bitch with Apple Watches. So.
No, that'll be next. That'll be next because Oakland County really don't fuck with that shit.
But like how they
Communication devices is like they shit.
how would they know if you? Well, they gonna look for the red dot. Oh, you got the cellular.
Well, you know what? When I worked the Dave Chappelle show, remember I told you, like, I actually worked the show and then I got to watch it for free. So when I worked the Dave Chappelle show, like, Dave don't allow no cell phones or
Right.
communication. So like niggas if you had on an Apple Watch, you got to take that bitch off.
I'm not taking that bitch off.
Bye.
We'll find out.
Oh, niggas was trying. Like, niggas tried that shit. After you have to like give up your phone or put the phone in like the case and lock it, then you got to go through the metal detector. If you still got some shit on you, like, you got to get the fuck out. You get caught recording at a Dave Chappelle show,
You can't record on your Apple Watch. There's no way to record.
They don't want phones or no shit interrupting that bitch. They will put you the fuck out. Try it if you want to.
I will.
Okay.
Because I'll just interrupt that shit. Like, I get it. You don't want your jokes and shit out there, but after a certain time frame or a certain period, now you start infringing on me just being regular.
You can step out and use your shit.
I'm leaving my fucking watch on because that's what I use to tell time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I use to tell
I
time.
hope your lady got a watch on because
know
we
what I'm
taking
saying?
that bitch.
That shit whack.
Speaking of Dave, he did turn out the Grammys.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about one thing I do want to say, it has been cold as fuck this week.
Man,
Like, it's been bone chilling cold. I know we
Nah,
live in,
this week ain't been that cold.
nigga, what?
I mean, I'm dealing with it too. I still got my winter coat on, but nigga, I know people don't want to hear that you're from Michigan shit, but we got 2 seasons here. It's either summer or it's winter, or a variation of summer or winter. Like, we don't get 4 seasons.
I work in midnights, so I'm out at night when it's the coldest, when it be like 8 degrees outside, and that shit does not feel good, dog. That shit hurts.
You're getting old. That's all that is. That
Nigga, cold is cold, nigga.
shit hurts your bones because you're getting old.
I gotta
my
warm
nigga.
my car for 20 fucking minutes before I get in that bitch, dog.
Yeah.
No, this shit has been really
Get you an
cold.
automatic start or have a kid.
I do
so
got
you
an
can make him
automatic
run out to
starter,
the car.
but the bitch worked 10 minutes, then it turn off, so then I do that bitch another 10 minutes because I need that bitch to be warm and my seats to be warm.
I make my sons go out and warm up my fucking car. I don't care how cold it is.
Yeah.
Toughen up.
But like you just said something about Dave Chappelle, because I don't watch the fucking Grammys, but I watched Kendrick Lamar's performance
Amazing.
on the Grammys. And no bullshit, it's been a week and I had time to reflect. That's the best performance I've ever seen.
In your life.
On like on television, a Grammy, some sort of award show, yes, that is the best performance I've ever seen.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was damn, like, I'm not shitting on it. I thought it was incredible.
I couldn't think of another time I was more impressed with a performance.
Okay. I don't have nothing to argue it with. Like, it was fucking incredible.
I was like, damn. Like, I wish I would have saw that shit, like, because I watched it on my phone and shit, you know, streaming and everything. I'm like, shit, I want to see this shit on 55 inches of 4K.
Kendrick does everything right. He presents himself right. He puts his music out the right way. He performs and supports it the right way. Like, he's doing everything right. What did we call him before we came on?
Yeah, so based off this performance, because I got chill bumps catching it, and then the visual and everything that was off of it, how he brought in Dave Chappelle, and then U2 came out, then at the very end, when he started spitting those words, and then everybody, the bodies was dropping like, bow, bow, bow. I just look back like this nigga one of the GOATs.
Say it again. I don't think the people in the back heard you.
Like, he is not the GOAT. I'm not saying that he is the best ever or whatever, but he is one of the greatest of all times.
I'll take that.
At this particular point in his career, he damn near 10 years in. He got 5 quality projects, because I'm counting Section 80. But
Section 80 was good as fuck.
I mean, it was great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he does everything right. The sales numbers are there. The impact, like everything, anything that you can put on somebody who was one of the GOATs, he has it. And he one of the GOATs, dog. That performance, I'm thinking like, nigga, years from now, people can look back at that performance and that shit's still gonna be powerful. Like, what else can he do?
And he's always authentic to himself. You don't never see Kendrick on no monkey shit.
Never. Not
like he ain't in no silly ass Sprite commercials. He ain't never shucking and jiving. Like, he's always consistently him.
I mean, shit. The shit was that dope, man. I don't watch the Grammys like that because, I mean, I don't really care about their validation, the Grammys validation.
Fair enough. Because there's a lot of great rappers that don't have Grammys.
Yeah. But the overall opinion this year was that Jay-Z got snubbed.
No, he just lost.
I think he just lost. He didn't get
444 was a good album. Probably one of the better hip hop releases of last year. But to say that he got snubbed and he already has 21 Grammys, I don't really call that a snub. You came out in just a very strong year.
Everybody work off the emotional point. He got nominated for 8 categories. He should have won one of them. That's what everybody said. And I said, which one should he have won? And I don't know one of them. Well, Kendrick took 5 of the 8 categories he was nominated in, and then Bruno Mars took the other 3.
Yeah.
So, like, which one? Like, well, 444 and the impact of the Grammys is not a rap category. Like, the Grammys ain't a rap award. And because all the Grammy categories that included rap, Kendrick Lamar won. So, I don't know. People be like, so you may like Jay-Z's album. I did too. It's
a good album.
Like me and you said, them was our number 1 and number 2 albums of the year. You know what I mean? And we did the wrap-up episode.
Yeah.
444 and Damn. But like, that's not all music. It's so many different musical genres, different ages, different races, different religions. Like, just because we like it in our culture, that don't mean that everybody do.
Yeah.
Everybody can like Bruno Mars record though.
Yeah.
Whether you were from the hood, like everybody loved that fucking record.
You think Bruno Mars do cocaine?
I don't.
I'm about 95% sure he was coked up.
I don't know.
Not like poor cocaine, but
I
like
would not be surprised.
High grade rich people cocaine.
I don't know what poor cocaine is.
Let me take you off to Joy Road and we can find some.
Nigga, you got one more time to throw some Joy Road slander in this bitch, okay? Because that shit is not being tolerated, nigga.
You know what poor cocaine look like.
I don't know what poor cocaine is, but I mean, I don't want to give that man no slander, but I wouldn't be surprised if you
I don't think it's slander. Like you,
I mean, telling another man he do drugs, that is slander.
No. Sometimes that's just the truth.
Let me go to your job and say, nigga, you smoke. I mean, you smoke crack on the weekends or some shit, nigga.
Well,
that's slander.
Motherfucker, you gonna get me fired?
Exactly.
Because we do random drug testing. You gonna get me fucking fired?
This nigga sniff coke, smoke crack. Like, nigga, that's slander. You know what I'm saying?
Who don't like a good bump of cocaine?
Not I, nigga.
You know what? There were 2 other performances of songs that I love, man, and I don't care what people think.
All right.
Despacito.
Okay.
That's my shit.
I can't place it right now.
All right. It's a fucking it was the most streamed song of last year.
Give me a tune.
Nigga, nah.
You ain't gotta sing it, but nigga, how do it go? Like,
Google it. Go on YouTube and find it. I'm not singing on here.
I'm not trying to get you to sing, but
you trying to embarrass me because I shitted on Joy Road.
Hey, nigga, ain't shit you can do with that. I don't know what you're talking about. So
Google it. I sent it to you before because I talked about this song before. I like it, and then I like Kesha's performance of Praying. I thought it was she started crying. It was emotional. It was a good song, man.
I'm unfamiliar. I didn't watch that either. So I don't know. I mean, they could be both. I literally don't know what Despacito is. I mean, I think the name sounds familiar, but I can't picture.
Daddy Yankee's on it. If that helps you, Eddie.
How the hook go or something, nigga?
I'll send it to you. I'm not. we can play it later.
He's so fragile, dog. Fuck you scared of him, dog. That's
because I say inflammatory shit all the time, and people never let it die. When I was talking about the sex doll last week, it was gonna clean it out. I wasn't talking about like nothing in the bitch. I'm just
what
saying,
you mean clean it up then?
Nigga, I'm sure it doesn't get wet like a fucking vagina. Like you at least gotta put some KY around the rim, around the rim of that motherfucker. Nigga, just a little. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the video can see that hand. The video can see that hand movement.
I know. That's why I stopped. That's why I stopped. You know you gotta put a little lubricant on the hose. That bitch. Just rubber on rubber, my nigga.
Hey, dog. this went left.
I'm just thinking functionality wise. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the parts.
So you put a lot of thought and research this week into how you was gonna handle
hey,
your sex doll.
Didn't we watched the video that you could rip the face off that bitch?
Time out.
And you just watched it with me.
Time out.
You just watched accomplice accessory. You just watched the motherfucking video with me.
Time out, fam. We gotta make this shit clear. You just Googled this shit and then turned your phone towards me.
Where you watched it?
I watched the fucking Android face get ripped off a machine face, dog. Look like some Terminator shit.
It is the Terminator.
So Dame researched, and apparently you can switch faces on the sex bots.
Yeah, you get tired of looking at Barbara, you can make her LaShonda.
Last week he wanted no parts. This week he has definitely done this research. You know what I'm saying? So
nigga, you the one talking about, is it a box that you can dump it out?
Because I was talking about you. I'm like, shit, maybe it's a removable box. I don't know. Shit.
I'm not using no sex doll. But
Google know your search history, fam.
Yo, Google know. So I know from now, like for the rest of the day, it's just gonna be sex robots every time. All of my Instagram feed. Whenever I go, any Amazon ads that pop up, they're gonna be blow up dolls all day long.
Cindy the blow up doll.
Right.
That's funny, dog. All right, man.
What else happened this week? I feel like buffed up Blake
Icewood.
Yeah, welcome to the city of Detroit.
Welcome to the city, Blake. Niggas was mad at the trade. I have no idea why niggas was mad at the trade.
Because Blake wasn't what we needed. First of all, we still got trash ass Reggie Jackson running the fucking point.
First off, Reggie Jackson is injured and he ain't running the point in a while. While he was running the point, we was the fourth team. We was between 2 and 4 in the East. We was winning when Reggie
I'm one of them niggas on the bandwagon that we need to get rid of Reggie. We never fucking gave Brandon Jennings a chance. He was injured. Then once he got better, we shipped him the fuck on up out of here. I'm not a fan of Reggie Jackson. We need a point guard.
Brandon Jennings is not in the NBA right now.
Not right now, but he could
playing
be
in China.
Niggas getting money in China.
I'm just saying.
Steph Marbury is a champion in China.
Okay, but not in the NBA. So you want to rest our hopes and dreams on somebody who cannot get an NBA job right now.
I'm just saying I'm not saying he would have worked out, but we just never gave him an opportunity.
He was here for 2 years.
But he had that Achilles injury, and you know personally how long it takes to come back from that.
I was on the treadmill running 6 months later.
6 months. That's a whole NBA season. You done.
I'm a regular nigga. They got trainers. They got regular shit. And I was just scared to run.
Look, man.
All I'm saying is this. It was a good trade because niggas was so shocked, like, oh shit, what are we gonna do without Avery Johnson? I mean Avery Bradley. Like, who the fuck cares about Avery Bradley or Tobias? Them niggas is
Tobias
weak.
is a scorer. Tobias is a scorer. Now, is he a Blake Griffin? No, but he a good role player. I want another point guard and I want another shooter. We fuck up and we gave up draft picks, and that's what my
we draft horrible.
Yeah,
we ain't picked a good draft ever.
That's what I'm saying. So
them picks don't mean nothing.
Now we have absolutely no picks.
But it don't matter because every time we pick a draft, they don't ever play.
Man, they should have.
It's nothing, fam. Yeah,
the Pistons make piss poor draft decisions because we should have had Devin fucking Booker on the team instead of Stanley Johnson. But I don't want to get too emotional because I love my Pistons.
This is a good trade, man.
I'm not mad at it. I just ain't like jumping for joy.
You got Blake locked up for 5 years. You got Drummond for like another 4 years. Like, dog, people may want to come and play with them too.
Possibly.
Point guards may want to come play with him. And once Reggie get healthy, because when he was healthy, we was winning. We had a better record in Cleveland while he was healthy and he was running.
I don't like
He
Reggie.
ain't never had nobody to play with.
All right, man. I guess I have to see how the science experiment work when he come back. Shout out to whoever's gonna throw Blake Griffin in their song first from the city, because I know one of you niggas is in the studio working real weak trying to throw Blake Griffin in one of them
Blake
lyrics.
Icewood.
I like that name better than Buffed Up Blake.
He needs some buffs.
Oh, he'll have them before the season over.
Like you should
Drummond to take him over to Hutch.
That should be
get him some all white sticks.
Like your welcome kit. Like, here you go, fam. You light skinned nigga, these all white sticks gonna work for you. You know what I'm saying?
Get him a Koji. Who gonna have the first Blake Griffin party? Bravo. He be down at fucking Privé or something. Nah, that's an old ass club.
Maybe I'm in Strata and shit.
Yeah. Bring him down there. Throw a Koji on him.
I don't know about the Coogee, but
bring back a Coogee, get a Cuban with a Jesus piece and the buffs.
Yeah,
you fuck every bitch in the West Side.
All right, man. On to some other shit that I really don't care about, but I'm gonna talk about because people care about it. Super Bowl is on Sunday.
Okay.
I haven't watched football all year.
Yeah, I haven't been investing in football all year either. I know the Patriots are always good.
Fuck the Patriots and fuck Tom Brady.
Care to expound?
I don't like how we giving Tom Brady a pass.
On what exactly?
On two different things. On one,
are we doing it now?
I'm gonna talk about this. One, Tom Brady is a fucking fraud. He is a Make America Great Again supporter and a number 45 supporter. He had that little hoe ass Make America Great Again hat in his locker all year, last year and this year, while he doing his little press conference and shit after the game. He plays golf with Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? This year, they asked him about the whole Colin Kaepernick situation. He said he never heard about it. Fuck Tom Brady.
Never heard about it?
Never heard about it. Nigga, this 2 years in. Fuck Tom Brady.
Maybe he's so rich that he just detached from
Fuck
our
Tom
poor
Brady.
people
He's
stuff.
a fucking weirdo. This is why I say he's a fucking weirdo. Did you see the video?
And him kissing his son?
Yes. Now, this has been a much talked about situation on here. Yes, J.Johnson does not have any kids. I'm not kissing my kids in the mouth. Now, I understand people do, and that's fine. But the video is his son came in the room while Tom was getting a massage. His son came in the room to ask him.
Rich nigga shit.
So while he is half naked, his son comes inside of the room and asks him if he can update his fantasy footballs. And he said, yes, come give me a kiss. He give him a kiss and he walks away. He said, no, that wasn't good enough. And he brings his son back and gives him a kiss. The kiss was like for 4 or 5 seconds, fam. Like, why are you touching your lips to that little boy's face for that long? And then as soon as he was finished, the little boy took his shirt and wiped his mouth. His face looked like he was uncomfortable. Why? I don't know.
And I am the fatherly half of the podcast. I don't kiss my kids in the mouth. None of like we not doing that shit.
I don't so help somebody email me help me understand. And I kiss girls I like in the mouth. Why would I want to do that with one of my children?
I love my babies. I love my kids. I will hug them if we kiss. Like my sons, they young men, and not to say that I'm afraid to show emotion to my sons, but like we ain't kissing. Like that's not the rapport that we have. We'll hug, embrace, pat on the back, but like first of all, ain't no mouth kissing. If I do kiss my sons, it's on the forehead or some shit or on the cheek. Go on about your day. My daughters, same difference. I don't play that shit.
Like it's different strokes for different folks.
That's just not what works in my house.
And I know, what I'm saying, little peck, y'all kiss on the lips, whatever. I'm not with it, but hey, that's what you do. But that second one, because he said that wasn't good enough, and when he came back, it was like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Like nigga, y'all in a relationship now. Mm-hmm. Like I don't get. And then as soon as he finished, his son took his shirt and wiped his mouth off. Like because
he don't like that shit.
Like, come on, man. That shit is weird to me. I just don't understand it. I don't understand the want to do it. I'm not saying the people who out here doing y'all wrong. I just don't understand.
Yeah, that's just not what floats
but that
my
shit
boat.
Was weird because then he hit him on the butt when he was walking away. That shit just was mad creepy. Now, also, he kisses his father kisses Tom. They kiss on the lips too. I don't know if you remember the picture from last year.
Yeah, I remember that. That.
That's some learned behavior shit. Like, so your father kisses him.
That's how they show love within their family. I mean, if it worked for you, it worked for you. It just don't work for me in my house.
No, that was I can get to the 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4. Like, dog, that's a long time to be kissing a kid in the mouth.
Yeah, it is.
That sounds wild, crazy, don't it?
Yeah, I saw the video too. It ain't for me. Like, I know people that do it. Shit just ain't my cup of tea. I don't want to kiss first of all, as much as I love my children, they're fucking disgusting. I don't know what like, if I'm not around, they eating boogers, they dropping shit on the floor and putting it in their mouths. Like, it's a lot of foul shit going on with kids in their mouths, and I'm straight. I don't eat after my kids. Like, if they done eating some shit, Dad, I got some left over, throw that shit in the trash. Unless it's like, if we eating pizza and you got like, took one bite into a slice, like you want, no, I don't want the rest. Toss that shit. Cause I don't know. I know where my mouth done been this week. I don't know where yours has been all week. Toss that shit. I'm straight.
I always been that way. Like, even when I was a kid, no one like taught me to do that shit. Like, I wouldn't even drink after my parents when I was a kid.
No,
I don't know why. I just never did. I was like, no, I'm straight. I go get my own.
I remember very vividly, like when my old man was like younger, like he used to eat fish fillets, like not McDonald's, but like the BK Big Fish. Shit, that was like his shit.
Yeah.
If we wanted a piece, go get a knife, and he gonna cut us a portion of it. Ain't no take a bite and get that shit back. No, he gonna cut out what he want us to have, and that's gonna be the end of that shit. And I'm perfectly fine with that. My kids cannot eat off of me.
That's just some weird shit.
Everybody raised their kids different. Yeah. That's just ain't how I'm gonna raise mine.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in that Tommy, in the TB12 household, but
in the compound. You seen that house?
No.
Shit is amazing.
I'm not amused with Tom Brady though.
Okay. You gonna crown him right now?
He can get an honorary. Who mans is this?
Honorary, okay.
Yeah, because that shit just weird to me, dog. That's like people who kiss their kids in the mouth. Cool, all right, that's great. But that video was unsettling to me because he made him come back like, no, I want a longer kiss, and then he hit him on the butt, and then his son wiped it off like he was. It was
like an uncomfortable exchange.
His facial expression for that kid was like, I'm uncomfortable. And you should not be doing that to your child if they're uncomfortable.
Fair enough, because they are little people and they got their mood. Some days my daughter, like, she don't want to be touched. She don't want to no hug, no nothing. And she just be like, I just want to be, and I don't fuck with her. I mean, whatever. Bye.
You know, I'm thinking I don't know if I want to make this statement.
Come on, man.
But it's going to lead to our topic. Like, at some point, shouldn't you like make it known that men are not supposed to kiss little kids in the mouth in general? Because like, if you think it's okay, and if the little kid is in a different situation, another man does that, it may be thinking, like, well, that's how people show emotion. Like, he just loves me.
Nah.
If your favorite teacher or some shit who. Like, if that's what you do inside of your home, and this could be a giant reach, but like if you have made that normal for an adult male to kiss a little kid in the mouth, if he's in another situation and someone tries to do that, he may not think there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, because I know as myself, like I just have specific conversations with my children about, consent and what's appropriate.
Yeah.
Like if somebody touches you and it makes you feel some way, if it makes you feel uncomfortable, if somebody comes in your personal space and it makes you feel uncomfortable, it's okay to say just like no. Like I don't force my kids, like we be out with family, oh, come give me a hug. Yeah. No, if they tell you no, like I'm supporting that shit, let them be. And that's the end of it.
Yeah.
Like, and it's no beef, it's no ugly conversation. If they said no, that's what the fuck it's gonna be.
I don't feel like hugging everybody.
Yeah.
I just don't.
It's just a matter of consent. But no, I had that conversation real young.
Yeah. All right, man. This is Shop Talk Podcast.
This is the barbershop.
And it's centered around a barbershop. And when we started this, it was like we just want to be able to have a conversation where, we can get together every week, one time a week, kick it about politics, religion, whatever.
Similar. Shit that you talk about in the barbershop.
Yeah. So you sent me an article this week that I felt was like an attack on the black barbershop. Now, fuck it.
Because it was. It was an
not
attack.
It was an attack on the black barbershop. And this shit irritated the fuck out of me, dog.
More or less the black barbershop experience is what it was a fucking attack about. So the article in itself was mostly talking about the relationship between a customer and their barber, and how the gentleman that wrote the article felt like the relationship was somewhat sexual and intimate between a man and his barber.
Well, the title is "The Black Barbershop is Both Toxic and Intimate for Cishet black men," whatever. I don't know how to pronounce this word. CISHET. I don't like that fucking word, but I looked up what the word means is for men who are quote unquote men and identify men as only being men. Kind of like what we talked about last week. Like when you say you trans this, I'm like, I'm not talking about what you feel inside. I'm talking about like
what the fuck you really are.
So when they say that about black men, it's talking about black men who feel that only men are men. So they gave us a label. You know what I mean? I just think you should be called black men, but whatever. They gave us a label. It's funny because we can't give you labels, but you can give us a label. And all through this article, it's referred to as a negative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I say something and I call you something referred to as a negative, it's a big problem. But this whole entire article is
it brings up some inflammatory things.
Yeah. Cishet black men are often committed to their barbers in ways that resemble romantic relationships. No. No.
It's I'm paying for a service, and this is who I'm comfortable with performing that service. First of all, it's hard as fuck to find a good barber.
Yeah.
Like a nigga that's not gonna push your hairline back to the middle of your forehead, ain't gonna cut your beard the way that you don't like that shit to look, ain't gonna line you up in the back and have your line all up over the top of your ear and shit. Like when I go get my hair cut, there are just certain things that I need to have and I need to look for. You're not gonna have my taper looking stupid as fuck on the sides.
For sure.
So I mean, it takes a while to find a good barber. And then once you find a good barber, you all build a rapport and he knows how you like to have your hair cut. Right. You ain't gotta say shit when you get in the chair. He just get to work. Like that takes a rapport and some time to find.
Have you had a bad haircut before?
Nigga, what?
In middle school, elementary school?
Nigga, I was in high school. Wearing a bald fade. And you know a bad bald fade goes by another name in the city of Detroit.
A Timmy.
Fucking Timmy. Timothy.
Nigga got a Timmy fade.
Yeah, nigga.
It like the niggas with the real good jokes, that young Timothy you got there on your head.
So I did some dumb shit when I was younger. I had a barber.
Do niggas call that shit Timmy anywhere else besides?
I don't know. Do niggas really even... Only two type of people still wear bald fades. Niggas that have always been wearing bald fades or drug dealers.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, look at a nigga that you know that still got a bald fade.
But if you do got a fucked up haircut, I'm still calling that shit a Timmy.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
So I did some... Nigga, I was in 9th grade, which is a very crucial year of a man's life.
I cut my braids off in 9th grade. So the haircut became very important.
Yeah. I was in 9th grade. I wasn't like my regular barber wasn't in the shop.
Yeah.
So instead of just coming back another day, which I should have done, I just let the next nigga cut my hair. And this nigga gave me the worst Timmy ever in my life. And like he tried to hype me up like, nah, it ain't that. Like I did blend it right here and I was like, all right.
Niggas supposed to be blended all the way around, nigga.
I took the nigga at his word. I went to school the next day and was roasted unmercifully. The only thing that helped was that it was a half day. As soon as the day was done, I jumped on the Grand River bus. I went back up to the barbershop. I gave the first nigga a piece of my mind, and then my regular barber was there. Fam, I need you to work your magic.
So look, man, it's a couple things that be going into play. Once you had a bold haircut and you go to school and you get roasted so bad, like you don't ever want that shit to happen again. So once you find a motherfucking barber who gonna get you a nice haircut, you're not about to get roasted again.
No.
So I'm gonna keep going back to this nigga I know that's gonna stop me from getting roasted, and I'm not gonna fuck this up because Like, it's a thing. I know women have a thing with their hair and everything. Nigga, you can't be out here with no bold ass cut, dog.
Fuck no.
You just can't.
Hold on. When my man Juice the Barber got it on his shit, no cut, no butt. Plain and simple. A good haircut will change a nigga's whole life.
For sure. And I'm a totally different person
when I first
get a haircut.
My barber will cut my East Side barber, Nate, called me up this week. It was like, look, I'm gonna be out of town. I'm gonna be out of town this weekend. I'm going to the Super Bowl. If you're coming to get a haircut, you need to come early.
It's a good barber.
Yeah, to let me know.
That's somebody who cares about their business.
Fuck yeah, because he know I'm this my week for him. So he hit me up like 2 days before. It's like, look, I'm headed out of town. I'll be gone Saturday. If you're trying to get a cut, you need to come such and such. And made an appointment that worked for me. And the good thing about like my appointments, like I ain't no hanging around. And if you give me a 2:30 and I walk in there at 2:25, he finishing up.
That's important because during this whole article or whatever that we're gonna get into, it goes in there. So this person says the barbershop has historically been a place of refuge, a sacred space for mostly cisgender. They giving us that word again. Yeah. Heterosexual black men. Like many other institutions, it has been a home to deep-rooted heterosexism and misogyny. However, it has also served as a sanctuary for black male intimacy, healing, and love. In this space, they arrive at intimacy and attraction in a toxic way, but they do arrive there. And they go on to paint a picture where that, I guess... and this person says his stepfather was a barber. So he used to see people come in the barbershop and how they embrace and how they talk about sexual conquest, job interviews, shit that happened in the week, sports, whatever. Like, nigga, them conversations you have with your friends.
Yeah.
Like, do you not have friends? Because, like, that's... when you go to a barbershop and you've been seeing the same people every week, once a week for however many long, or... most niggas go to the same barbershop if it's in a neighborhood. Like, you know these people. These are also your friends outside of the barbershop.
People that you have a rapport with. If I see them in the streets, it ain't like I don't know this nigga. So I mean, fuck yeah, we gonna talk about certain shit.
He said the relationship between the barber and the client is one that's homoerotic.
Nah.
And he said, and it is referenced by the way the barber is pressed closely against the person while he cut. I'm like, nigga, what was your stepfather on?
Nah, because my barber ain't never pressed closely to a nigga. Not ever. There are certain rules and boundaries, and like I'm even teaching my son, like, don't look the barber in the eye when he lining you up. Look off.
So listen, I read this whole article by Sean Harrison. It makes a difference.
Call that man Deshaun.
But his mom felt the need for the Sean Harrison. I felt a certain way about this whole entire article and the view it was looked at. And then at the very bottom of the article, it said that he a queer. And that's not me giving him a name. That's what he is. That's what he
that's the label he gave himself.
He gave himself, because now I guess that's like not offensive no more. It used to be offensive, but now it's not offensive.
I remember Offset catching some smoke about using queer.
But it's LGBTQ now, because the Q stands for queer. Now that is something that they are embracing. So it's interesting that it's just interesting. It's not offensive no more. That's what they are embracing. It's like the N-word, I guess. They took it back.
No, if you're a minority, I'm cool with you using the N-word.
It says Deshaun Harrison is a student at Morehouse College studying sociology, and African American studies. He is a black queer organizer and abolitionist in Atlanta, Georgia, where he also has the privilege of serving as the editor-in-chief of the newly founded digital distribution, Queer Black Millennial. So, like, this is not us trying to call this man out his name. This is what they roll.
I mean, congratulations. That sounds like a lot of amazing credentials that you have.
But you look through this shit through a sexual nature because you're attracted to black men. You look at everything as there was some sort of attraction there. That's not me, fam.
No.
That's not the experience that we have in the barbershop. That's the lens that you look through because that's what you like. You can't help the lens that you look through because that's who you are. All your life experiences make who you are, make your judgments and everything like that.
Exactly.
He shitted on the whole black barbershop and it's full of misogyny. It's full of this, it's full of that.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is full of misogyny. It's full of shit talking. It's full of wild ass and bold statements. Like that's the barbershop experience. I knew when I was younger, kind of growing up and going to the barbershop with my dad, I knew that there was certain shit that I look forward to the barbershop because I knew that there was certain shit that was going to be said and go on around me that I wasn't going to see anywhere else. I knew that there were conversations that happened in the barbershop. When we got in the car, my dad would like, that's where it stopped. You don't say nothing about this when we walk in the house. Yeah. And that's the same shit that I tell my sons. Like, you're going to hear some shit in the barbershop, but you know what? Those experiences also helped me grow up as a young man. Like, and you find it was a rite of passage.
And the experience in the barbershop from growing up as a youth and the experience in the barbershops now is two totally different ones.
Fuck yeah.
Because back in the day, there was no appointments. You went and sat in the barbershop and you was sitting there in that bitch for hours.
You sat and waited.
You know what I'm saying? So unless everybody gonna sit around this bitch quiet, there's gonna be a conversation. Now in 2018, only nigga that got walk up is the nigga who can't cut.
Yeah.
Everything is done by appointment. So no, I am not in the barbershop for hours on end. I'm in that bitch for 30 to 45 minutes, depending on if he ain't finished the cut in front of me, and by the time I get in and get the fuck out.
Yeah. Or if it's me and my sons, like it's gonna take a little bit longer.
Now with my barber, he I done known him for years and years. He's my one of my former business partner and one of my best friend's brother. You know what I'm saying? He owned the shop. So like, and everybody who go through there literally is family. You know what I'm saying? So we may go up there and just chill and kick it, but that's not because he's my barber. That's because this motherfucker like family. You know what I'm saying?
Say my West Side barber D. Like D been cutting my hair on and off since I was like 14. Me and his brother went to high school together. He cut a lot of niggas that we went to high school together just because we knew his brother.
You know what's so funny? Because this Pete brother, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
And in the shop, Pete other brother used to cut. And I would go to whichever one was free. It wasn't that because I knew both of them would give me a quality cut. So
but when you speak of that walk-in shit, because there's a nigga in that same barbershop that pushed my hairline. Like, first of all, my hairline is diminishing by the day, and I'm cool with that because I'm not like just so in love with this shit. Like when this shit start getting thin and start looking bad, I don't give a fuck. I'll shave a bitch bald and just wear my beard. But there's a nigga in that barbershop that takes walk-ins that pushed my shit to the back of my forehead. Like, me and this nigga, I wanted to fight this nigga once I got up.
I understand. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, because nobody fucks with his chair.
And you know what's so funny is the nigga be so nervous because like with his regular clients and people he's familiar with, he cut, no problem. But like with new people or somebody that belongs to somebody else's chair, the nigga be so fucking nervous that he fuck your shit up. I'm like, why you so fucking nervous, dog? Like you've been a barber for fucking 20 years or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But he be so fucking nervous because well, damn, Tone usually cut him. Let me not fuck this up, and then you fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? That shit wild, man. He goes on to say that as I listen to men describe visiting different barber as cheating, I chuckle. Even though the word is usually used jokingly, there's an underlying unspoken understanding that this action is truly a form of infidelity. No, fuck it's not. That serious. It's a fucking running joke, fam. We just said this shit on here.
Yeah.
Like, it's not real life. Like, if my barber not available, I need a fucking haircut, I'm going to get a fucking haircut.
Exactly.
Period. I'm not walking around this bitch looking fucked up. I got a job interview. I got a date. I got some shit I need to be presentable for. I'm not going to not do it. And it's not cheating. You a grown-ass man who running a business. Nigga, you understand I need a fucking haircut every week. Period. It's going to
get cut. Like, now, there are barbers that I prefer. Yeah. But, like, in a pinch, like you said, I got a job interview. I got a date with somebody. Like, I'm not showing up, like, looking like a fucking animal. I'm going to put my best foot forward.
I might go get a line. Like, Lord, just give me a lineup. Taper the back.
A lineup and a taper can sometimes just hold you over until next week.
You know what I'm saying? Or this shit, just do my beard and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as the face is clean, the rest looks straight. You know what I'm saying? But, like, dog, this is not real life. These are jokes. But you don't have friends that you don't understand this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand why he wrote this article. This is also on the blackyouthproject.com. If y'all want to go ahead and read the article, the black barbershop is both toxic and intimate for whatever this word is, black men. I understand why he wrote this shit, because you looked at it, he always felt like he was an outcast, and he felt like that place helped further that. And I'm assuming
he probably got roasted in the barbershop real bad.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Or since he said his stepfather was a barber and he used to go to the barbershop with his stepfather, everybody probably couldn't roast him like they wanted to because he was the kid or something.
Yeah.
But he probably felt the awkwardness, you know what I'm saying? Because like, look, we really want to get these jokes off, but we don't want you to be offended. So
and I still need my haircut.
Yeah.
And I got a 3:30 appointment with your old man. So
he says queer black men in these spaces are often dehumanized. And he said they call them faggots and all this extra stuff. They use that word. I'm like, so this is my issue. The word faggot is wrong.
Yeah.
Because it adds a label and is used in a derogatory manner. You just gave what I used to be just a regular person. Now you calling me cisgender, and you use it all through this article in a negative connotation. So what's the difference between that and this?
That one is seen as acceptable and one's not. I'm old fashioned. I'm just a regular heterosexual man that like to have sex with women with ovaries and uteruses.
And now you gave me a label, and you using it against me and saying the barbershop feeds this type of behavior, as if this not like. Everybody can do whatever they want to, but don't try to make it seem like it's something wrong with me because I identify myself as a man because I am a man.
Right.
Not in my thought process, but like
that's what I woke up today and said that's what the fuck I'm gonna be until I die.
Like when they did an ultrasound and they said, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, you're having a boy, like they looked at something and was able to determine that this was a boy. I'm not discounting anybody's emotional state and whatever they've been through in situations where you may be born with two different genitalia and shit. Like, I'm not discounting none of that. But we got to recognize that there is a difference.
Exactly.
When the doctor,
and there's nothing wrong with that difference.
There's not nothing wrong. And it's not. And if you don't want to be that no more.
Is this what we're doing in 2018? Or are we defending ourselves just being straight men?
I gotta defend myself for not being fucking crazy. Because you can think you are whatever the fuck you want to be. I don't have to play along with this game. I don't have no problem with you. You can do whatever the fuck you want to be. You can be whatever you want to be. I think you should have all the rights. I don't think we should treat you bad. I don't think nothing bad should ever happen to you. We should be friends. We can laugh. We can joke. You want to go to whatever.
You want to go where?
Whatever the fuck. You want to go to, I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't got to keep playing along with this shit. It's certain people that don't believe in God, right? And they not playing along with this shit. They're like, no, I'm an atheist. That shit don't exist in real life. You can't prove it to me. It don't exist. And we leave them motherfuckers alone. They're not ostracized. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
exactly.
So if I don't believe, or if I don't call you the same shit that you call me, I don't care. I'm not going to do you no wrong. I'm not going to do you any harm.
We don't have to subscribe to
I don't have to subscribe to your
beliefs.
Nigga, you can tell me that you believe in purple Teletubbies is your God. I don't gotta subscribe to that shit because you really, really believe it. I don't have to, and it's perfectly fine with me. It's perfectly fine and it's perfectly okay for me not to subscribe to that belief. That don't mean I want anything bad to happen to you. I don't mean that you should feel ostracized and you should feel that people don't like you and you in a negative space.
Yeah.
But I know once you do an ultrasound, they say, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, this is a boy. I know what the fuck a boy is. Not emotionally. I know what that is. I know what that is. So when you keep telling me, now you don't put a fucking label on me, now you cisgender because you think that a boy that was born a boy is only a boy. Now this shit is getting it's just way too, y'all playing too many fucking word games and shit like that. Leave me the fuck alone with all that shit. You live your life, leave me the fuck alone with that shit. I'm gonna keep using the words and definitions that are in the dictionary that we all know. I'm gonna start using some fucking common sense. Because this shit is getting way too fucking crazy for me.
So we know one person's opinion at a barbershop. What are things that you look for and look to expect when you go to the barbershop?
I just want my motherfucking cut, and I want to get the fuck out of there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Me and my barber, we talk boxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big boxing fan. So we kick it on boxing or whatever. He's a black business owner who owns his own barbershop on 8 Mile. prime time real estate. I'm not renting this shop or whatever. I own this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about entrepreneurship because I know the struggle that he done been through and all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing homoerotic about this shit. Like, I just don't understand that shit. Nigga said because the barber presses close to you, get like, nigga, what barbershop are you going to?
There are certain rules of engagement in the barbershop. Like, we're both still men and we respect our personal spaces. Yeah, I want that lineup to be extremely sharp, but like, my nigga, you ain't got to press up on my shit for it to get there. And I have a similar experience like with my West Side barber. You know, this is bought prime real estate on Grand River. Like, he owns the shop that he works out of. He employs other people in it. Like, he's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
He making money. And I done seen him come up from like working the first chair, which is in any barbershop that you go to usually spells doom. Working the first chair to working auto. Like, I done known D since he got out of barber college.
See, you got two barbers.
Yeah.
This invalidates this whole fucking argument.
Yeah, because I am partial to them, and it just depends on where I'm at and what I got to do. I know Nate, he worked from 6 to 2. Like, if I got to work late or some shit during the week, I know I ain't gonna see D. So if I need to go to my East Side barber because I got to get in there early, I got a busy fucking week. I know he can fit me in at a time where I can go get my haircut at 6:30, 7 o'clock after I drop my kids off and then go on to work.
So, man, this whole article, it screams to me. One, you looked at it through a certain lens. And guess what? I'm looking at the shit through a certain lens also. Also, it screams to me you've never ran a business. Because, like, so for an example, we got the podcast studio running out here, right?
Yeah.
We got different people that come in here and record with us. And if you've been recording with me every week for the last 3 or 4 months, and then next week you just start recording somewhere else, I'm like, damn, what the fuck did I do? Was the audio not good? Was that? That's when they talking about it feels like you cheating. No, as a business owner, I want to know why my customer left.
Yeah.
So if there's a conversation like, damn, nigga, did I fuck your lineup last week? What happened? It's not because I feel like you cheating on me. I want to know why my business left. What can I do to improve so I don't lose more business?
Because repeat customers are what keep you in business. They bring new customers with them.
And some people understand that. You know what I'm saying? So in a barbershop, when we in that bitch listening to music and shit, and we might be drinking in the back, and then a young woman comes in with her son, guess what? We put that bitch on 92.3.
Yeah.
Because you got to understand that everybody in your barbershop don't come from the same background. Or if we talking about a certain situation and the kid walk up, like, you just got to be a good business owner. And my man who reached out to you saying, hey, if you need a cut, I'm about to go out of town, whatever, that's a business owner.
Hell yeah.
Because niggas depend on their weekly haircut because they got shit to do. We record every Saturday or usually every Friday. So I know that we're going to be on camera, so I go get a fucking haircut every Friday.
Yeah, and that's the expectation that we've set, like, with our listening audience, essentially our clients. And shit, I'm like, our regular clients that come in here and record on a weekly basis, like, they who keep the lights on. Yeah. And like, we appreciate that shit. Like, we appreciate your business.
So if there's something that they need,
we try to accommodate it in any way that we can, any reasonable way that we can.
Yeah, I don't turn down no time. Can you be here at this time? Fuck it, I'll come up here. Can you be? No, I need this time. All right, fuck it, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? Because cliche, without you, there's no me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he looked at this shit through a whole different lens, and at the very end of the article, I understood the lens he was listening through, and it shined bright through the whole thing. And I just don't agree with none of this shit. And you don't have friends, because these are not conversations that happen in the barbershop. These are conversations that happen among your friends. And where else are you in a situation where, so I'll tell you where these
There's a lot of misogynistic comments though in the barbershop, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
It depends on who you in the barbershop with.
Oh yeah.
And how old your barbershop
is. Because we got a beauty salon in the back of the barbershop, and it's the same, like in another like wing of the barbershop. Yeah. And it's the same thing. Like when the ladies walk through to go to the beauty salon, yeah, we tone some of that shit down.
And it depends on the age of your barbershop.
Oh yeah. My barbershop is fairly young.
See, my barbershop not necessarily young no more, because everybody done grew the fuck up.
Well, yeah. Well, when I say young, I mean like, I look at like, if you early to mid, even like mid to late 30s, like you're not old as hell. We're mature adults. We're grown ass men.
But if most of your clientele is 18 to 24.
No. We don't have a lot of that shit.
It's a different conversation in barbershop. It's a different level of understanding, and it's a different conversation.
Niggas that age smell like Reggie and Lean.
And this little nigga is that age.
Yeah.
Because you in college right now, so you what, 22 maybe?
Yeah, early 20s.
You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully.
Right. So, like, it's all about perspective, and he had a flaw, in my opinion, he had a flawed perspective. He probably going to a barbershop where that's the age of the clientele. Yeah. So, like, I just don't understand it. So, for an example, I go to LA Fitness and shit, right? After I work out, I go sit in the motherfucking sauna. I go in the morning, so the younger crowd not there, it's the older crowd in there. I be sitting there with this motherfucker, this Chinese nigga. He like 75 years old black man. He damn near 80. And they just be sitting there kicking game and giving wisdom on different shit. It be a couple different people from all ages or whatever. It really just depends on who you're in there with and the kind of conversation. Because it's not filled with misogyny unless you're around a bunch of people who are misogynistic. So I think misogyny and age has a lot to do with it, because as you get older, you get a little bit wiser and you understand that people have different perspectives, different walks of life. You're like, oh shit, I can see how that can happen or whatever.
Yeah.
Not saying that just because you're old, you're not misogynist no more, but I think some of it has to do with age.
Some of it dies
wisdom.
down a little bit, yeah.
I just don't agree with none of that shit, dog.
Fair enough. Shit, are we done with the barbershop conversation? Because I think we done beat that bitch with a dead horse at this point. I wanted to get into my music pick of the week, my nigga.
All right, let's go.
Music pick of the week. I've been seeing this shit float around social media, so I decided like to find them on YouTube and listen to the whole song. Gifted Gab and Blimes Brixton, Come Correct. I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter. Two young ladies, both happen to be.
I would not think those names were two young ladies.
Two young women, and the song is smooth, and they spitting. I love that shit.
Okay.
So that's my music pick of the week.
Where you can find that at?
Only where I found it is on YouTube. I didn't look for it on any streaming platforms. Like I'm not.
Send it to me. I'll drop it in the show notes. I'll drop all the other shit in the show notes so they
Cool.
can hear it.
I'll send it your way.
So we can they can hear your music picks of the week.
Yeah, because I listen to good shit for the most part.
I don't know.
You gonna put Despacito in there too?
No, I'm not putting Despacito in there. That shit's so whack. You don't even know. You don't even know a piece of the. You don't even know not one word of the song, fam.
You're not gonna do this to me. You're not gonna challenge me.
You think this is a joke? Like I'm trying to make it like, nigga, talk the words of the song. Don't sing it like I don't know the song.
It's not in English.
It's not in English? What the fuck I'm gonna do with that shit? It's
just listen to it and enjoy the music.
It might as well be an instrument. I'm straight on Despacito, dog.
I'm gonna send that to you too.
Don't.
Justin Bieber did a remix to it. That's in English.
I'm straight, fam. If I fuck around and give you who mans is this week, dog.
Who getting who mans is this?
No, actually, who mans is this? Nigga trying
I came with you.
This nigga trying to get me to listen to some Spanish jazz and shit. Oh man.
We know who I came with. Don't try to deny me now, because you've seen me at my absolute worst.
Hey, man.
You have.
Hey, listen. Unfortunately, I know the answer to the question, who mans is this?
I came with J.Johnson.
All right, man. Who mans is this goes to Troy Ave. I mean...
Do we call him a gangster rapper? Do we still even say it? Is like that shit still even cool to say?
I mean, I know a lot of y'all don't know who Troy Ave is, because why would you? I used to want to be a fan of Troy Ave. I really did, because I
thought he had all the working parts to be a decent rapper.
You know what I'm saying? I thought what he was saying was real. You know what I'm saying? The authenticity matters to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And interviews was always kind of interesting and shit. And
he called Kendrick a weirdo a few years back.
He called Kendrick a weirdo. He called like Logic a weirdo. Logic is kind of weird. Like J. Cole. Like everybody who like doing shit.
Who wasn't from New York.
Who wasn't like rapping about selling drugs and shooting niggas all day. Like they weirdos and shit. And like he caught some flack about that. He also caught some flack about Joey Badass because he went
at his mans that passed.
Yeah,
they committed suicide rather.
Yeah. But Joey shout out to Taxstone, one of our favorite podcasters.
Definitely.
He got into a little bit of trouble. There was a shooting at Irving Plaza, and people went to jail. Mr. Gangster Rapper aka Troy Ave, aka New Pac.
Yeah.
He released a project because he said he liked the new Tupac, so he released a project called New Pac.
I remember Charlamagne tearing him to shreds on that dumb shit.
He released a song and essentially said he gonna snitch on Tax Stone and middle finger from the stand. It's either you or me. Hey, what part of the gangster life is you trying to make it okay for you to get on the stand and snitch on niggas?
It's never been. It's cool to snitch if you're a civilian.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not of that life, it's fine. It's not looked at as snitching.
It's
because
not snitching if you're a civilian, nigga. You just going to talk to the police. You talking to the best people who can handle the situation.
But if you are of that life, if you are of the streets, in the game, you understand the rules and the consequences that come with doing what you do. And you're supposed to stand on your shit, keep your mouth closed, and respectfully do your numbers with your head held high.
I mean, you was the one in the club letting off the ratchet. I mean, that was you on videotape.
The video
right?
shows it.
You know what I'm saying? You walked in the door, looked around, raised the gun, shot, looked around again, shot some more. Like, no, that was a very deliberate act. Don't get on the stand and tell now.
He trying to avoid doing the most jail time.
But that's what snitching is.
I mean, I'm not condoning it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, that is the definition of when you out here in the street doing dirt, and now you gonna sit around and tell on niggas so you can get less time. Dog, you talk all this gangster shit, and one of the two people involved in this situation really lived the life that they was talking about, whether it was a smart idea or not.
Yeah.
And now you ready to tell.
He is gonna tell. That trial coming up.
And then put in a song like to make it look cool. And then got on Instagram later on talking about all y'all fake ass gangsters. Nigga, you the fake gangster. You the one that trying to make it look cool for you to get on the stand and tell. I've seen it happen in real life. I seen grown ass men get on the motherfucking stand and put their motherfucking hand up in the air.
I've been in the courtroom before and seen niggas point.
That shit's sickening to me. But guess what? I'm a civilian. And I still probably not. Depending on what it is, I'm still not.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting, dog. Like, in real life, who mans is this? Who
can claim Troy Ave?
Who's standing by the man?
He got a crew.
BSB Records.
Some young losers.
That's unfortunate, dog. And, in that whole situation, his bodyguard lost his life. You know what I mean? And his bodyguard's family isn't too happy with him. And, like, he just losing all the way around, dog. Who mans is this? It's never cool for you to be a gangster and portray that life all in your records to sell records, and somehow you sold cocaine and all the cars in your videos is bought off cocaine, and you so real, you so gangster. And when he got shot last Christmas, and how he was on a Breakfast Club telling this whole dramatic ass story. I'm a real gangster. I do this shit. Like, he was selling this shit hard. And now you talking about you about to get on the stand and tell.
You know, if you a gangster, you ain't really got to sell that shit at all. You know, the authenticity speaks for itself. And you don't want the whole fucking world knowing your goddamn business. No way.
There's no such thing as a gangster rapper because real gangsters don't rap.
Fair enough. We can bang the gavel on that one. What's your Super Bowl pick for the week, man?
I don't give a fuck about the Super Bowl. I can't wait till the XFL come back.
It is.
Low-key, I'm not watching the XFL either because Vince McMahon is a extreme racist.
Fair enough. I mean, I thought I was gonna really be like hurt and traumatized that I missed so much football this year. But I really found out like I didn't miss it as much as I thought I did.
Yeah.
If I wanted football, I played Madden.
I am gonna miss out on all the Super Bowl parties and shit, but hey,
I can cook in my own damn house.
Yeah. Fuck the NFL, man. I just don't fuck with them no more. I don't even watch ESPN no more. I ain't watching that much basketball this year because I don't watch ESPN.
Fair enough.
I catch the Pistons on Fox Sports or maybe TNT. Damn, you know what's so funny? I stopped watching TNT because I hate Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal.
You don't like the two? You don't like the combination together? I thought it would work a lot better than what it does.
Not saying that they're not funny. I don't like them because of the stances they took on all things black and all things Colin Kaepernick. I think both of them sold out, and they both some suckers for that shit.
Fair enough.
And I just don't watch what I don't support. That's my only way I can fight back. So it really has hampered my basketball, and it hampered my my football and shit. So I watch on Fox Sports, and I keep track with stats on the internet on something other than ESPN.com.
I get my highlights typically on Instagram, so and I'm cool with that. Like we do every week, Dame Gone Wild, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat for now, and follow Shop Talk Podcast on IG, Shop Talk Podcast Studios, also on Instagram. If you're interested in starting a podcast, hit us up. We'll put you together.
Yes.
Give you that good price.
J.Johnson 313 on Instagram and Twitter. Follow Shop Talk Podcast and follow Shop Talk Podcast Studios. Also, most importantly, go to www.shoptalkpod.com. We're gonna have some merch up there real soon.
Oh yeah, we got to get ready for that photo shoot.
We're about to flood the streets with some merch and only cool shit, because I don't want just like a regular white tee. You know what I'm saying? With like
high quality.
You know what I'm saying?
Not a high quality good shit.
Because I don't feel comfortable putting out shit that
I wouldn't
feel
stand
like I'm
behind.
cheating. You know what I'm saying? So we got some dope designs, some dope shit.
Not to say we're not starting a clothing line. We're just gonna have some merchandise.
You know what I'm saying? And not even just clothes. I got like some cool shit.
Yeah, we've talked about some shit before.
Some cool shit, man. So that'll be coming really, really soon. And follow us on YouTube, J.Johnson 313. We need them views. And I'm not saying we the Rockefeller podcast, but we are J and Dang.
Hell yeah.
Peace.